Near the southern tip of India, where the Bay of Bengal and the Indian Ocean meet, every morning a little boat sails out past the larger vessels. Ramachandran is out fishing. He is 84. He has been a fisherman all his life. 2 years back, an untreated cataract left him almost blind. A simple healthcare intervention facilitated by NSE Foundation restored his sight, his livelihood, and his dignity. India is graying. This demographic shift is creating new and often unrecognized social challenges, particularly amongst the poor and marginalised. To meet these challenges in a holistic way, NSE Foundation is working in backward, aspirational districts across 6 states. From little fishing hamlets in Tamil Nadu to tribal villages in West Bengal. In fact, the urban poor are also not left out.
Elderly do not have old age preparedness. They are productive, but it is our community, it is our society that do not acknowledge their productivity.
The main vehicle for inclusion and empowerment are the self-help groups of elderly people, assisted by community volunteers. Care is taken to include the most vulnerable, particularly women. The mandate is to create a physical, financial, social and emotional support system and to make government welfare schemes more accessible. Healthcare is the first stumbling block. A serious ailment doesn't just have health implications, it also spells a financial disaster, wiping out savings, assets and livelihood. Typically, the eyes and the knees are the first to go. Naturally, the regular health camps give it a special emphasis. In fact, routine checkups and management of chronic ailments are a part of every meeting. The travelling pharmacies provide most of the medicines free of cost. When the patient cannot come to the clinic is brought to the patient. Traditional therapeutic systems and regular yoga sessions are also making a huge difference. Community food banks, aptly named Fistful of Rice, ensure food security for the destitute and the poorest of the poor. One of the major issues faced by the elderly is lack of financial preparedness. The self-help group members are encouraged to create a small savings pool. All members can borrow from this fund for emergencies or as seed capital for starting small businesses. This interlending creates a safety net and saves the elderly from the local money lenders.
প্রত্যেক মাসে মাসে জমা হয় সেটা 12 মাসে এক বছর হইলে যেটুকু জমে সেইটাও আমাদের নিজেদের মনে জোর যে কিছু অন্তত আমাদের আছে এটা ঠিক দরকার পড়লে এই পাচ্ছি তার উপরে
Pension schemes are also being evolved. Amazingly, many are also achieving a functional literacy through their involvement in record keeping. Today, some groups are even integrating in the formal banking system, a significant step forward for the rural poor. The medical and financial support system are giving the elderly a new lease of productivity. elderly tribal farmers are back in business. A new breed of small entrepreneurs is being created, like Muniyamma, who has started a local food delivery business. Palm leaf handicrafts are being revived. Elderly fishermen are taking their boats out again. With livelihood enhancement training and marketing help, the handlooms of Tantipara in West Bengal are not stopping. Not just healthcare and economic empowerment, every NSE Foundation intervention makes an effort to break the emotional isolation of the elderly.
அவங்களுக்கு தன்னுடைய விருப்பங்களை சொல்றதுக்கெல்லாம் யாரும் இல்லை. ஏன்னா எல்லாருமே உழைச்சி தான் சாப்பிடணும். அப்படி இருக்கும்போது இந்த மக்களுக்கு எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து இருக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பை நாம ஏற்படுத்தி கொடுக்குறோம். ஒவ்வொரு மாதமும் வந்து இந்த 3 குழுவில் உள்ளவங்களையும் சேர்த்து அவங்களுக்கு நல்ல பாட்டு விளையாட்டு இதெல்லாம் சொல்லி கொடுக்கும்போது மனசளவில் சந்தோஷமா இருக்கிறாங்க.
The transformation is magical. The majority of elderly population in NSE intervention areas are now having the access to healthcare, are financially independent and socially empowered. There is new confidence in the steps now. The lined faces are sparkling with a new joy.